30 Rockers, and welcome back to 30 Rock. Today is day 103, and I am going to try to keep this brief because I have got an early morning doctor's appointment tomorrow, and I'll tell you more about that in a second. But first I want to tell you about yard ball, of all things. Today, in between classes, the kids were so excited to go out and play yard ball. I had a couple of windows open, and all of a sudden I just hear, just coming through into my home office, just these great sounds of just kids having just a joyous, great time. I couldn't peel away for very long, otherwise I would have gone and actually played with them again. But instead, sometimes if you've got kids, it's really fun to observe them when they don't know that you're watching, and just really see how everything plays out. And so rather than watch through the window, I went on top of the roof and watched down and watched these guys play. And it was just fantastic. They just had such a great time, and you know, it's one of the things that I'm enjoying being able to do more with them is to play with them, and just to see them just so eager to be active and doing things, and to be best friends. I mean, that's one of the things that we've always wanted for our children, and to see that happening, and to see them making good choices with food, and based on some of what I'm doing and what their mother's doing. And so it was just fun. I've got a few pictures here of a little bit of what yard ball looks like on our very small side yard field. So it was a great time. Have just a ton of things going on, and had just a lot of great raw foods today as well. I didn't go to yoga, and the reason I didn't go to yoga today is because something might be wrong. I don't know. And I'm going to share that with you. One of my goals with 30 Rock has always been to share the whole journey. So many times you only get to see bits and pieces, and maybe it makes sense, maybe it doesn't. But, you know, I've always talked about you need to listen to your body, and you hear a lot of people talk about that. And we've talked about what if your body says things that you don't want to hear. And before I started my raw food journey, it was really, I mean, I was a stubborn guy. I knew I was fat. I knew that I was out of shape. And I knew that I probably wasn't very healthy. And I knew that I wasn't doing anything about it other than just living each day. And so, you know, if something would happen physically, I wasn't the type of guy to necessarily go see a doctor. I mean, unless it needed more than 2 stitches. Under 2 I can do myself. So that's how I treated my body, which isn't good advice by any stretch. Well, I've had this leg issue going on for a couple of days, and when I saw the chiropractor, she said, well, maybe it could be blood clots. You know, let's just keep an eye on it. And I do have a history of blood clots in my family, not immediate, but first line from there. And for the last day and a half or so, I've started to just feel just kind of a dullness in my chest, unfortunately, by my heart. And the old me would have said, well, wait a week, we'll see what happens. And the new me, because I'm working so hard to regain my health, that I'm not going to wait. I've got an appointment tomorrow to see a doctor, and hopefully to get an MRI as well, and we can take a look at everything and just see if there's anything going on. Hopefully it's muscle strain from all the yoga that I've done, and just some things that I haven't noticed in my body before. So that's what I'm hoping for. Whatever they tell me, the fact of the matter is I'll know, and so we'll deal with it from there. But, you know, listening to your body is just so important, and this is just a move that my wife will attest to, that 6 months ago, a year ago, 5 years ago, I just wouldn't have done. And so I think no matter where you're at in your own journey, you know, it's so important to pay attention to what's going on and to choose the right path. You know, if it was anything but this, you know, I mean, if it's, you know, I've had allergies, I've had sinuses, I've had other things going on, I've had the insomnia. There are so many things that the natural world provides for, and even with clotting, there's certainly natural cures. I don't plan on going any drugs if indeed that is what it is. I will look for a natural remedy for it, but I need to know if it's there, and if indeed it's causing any problems for me. So I still think you can stay natural and you can do those things, but take advantage of the great technology that's available to us. We don't have to live in the dark. Now, we may choose a different path once we find out the answer. If I go in and he says you're fat and you know your fasting glucose is still high, I should put you on diabetic meds. I'm going to pass. At the same time, I need to get the full picture. So we'll see how this goes with the doctor tomorrow. But just wanted to share that with you and just encourage you, if you've got things going on, just listen to your body, make good choices. The goal is to get healthy, and we don't use we have our babies at home, as you know. I mean, we do a lot of self-healing, and so this is one that I just couldn't do. So I wanted to let you know about it. That's what's going on. I'll give you an update tomorrow. Hopefully it'll be all good news. But until tomorrow, keep making great choices out there and rock on.